Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly and you're watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. This is the last show of the day, the last trade. Now before we dive into the market stance, an economic update was shared today that kept investors on their toes. Now we know that the equity market sell-offs time and time again have been known to foreshadow economic trouble. Headline inflation spiked to 3.5% in the year to December 31, smashing market expectations, while underlying inflation hit 2.6% and is now years ahead of the Reserve Bank of Australia's official forecasts. Investors were tipping 3.2% growth in headline inflation and 2.3% for underlying inflation. But coming to the local bourse's performance today, the ASX 200 closed sharply lower, dropping 177 points or 2.49% and setting a new 100-day low. The index has lost 6.04% for the last 5 days, but has gained 2.01% over the last 52 weeks. Then on the sectoral front, the session's top sector, consumer staples, was lower by 1.24%, continuing its 2.94% decline over the last 5 days. In stocks, the best performer today was Codan, up over 16%, as investors brace for its results due next month. Following that, the A2 Milk Company was up as well, 6.6%, and other top performers following closely by was Life360, Eagers Automotive and Stockland. Then on the other side, in the red zone of the ASX 200, Liontown Resources topped the laggards chart, its stock down by over 9%. In the same zone were Chalice Mining, PointsBet, Polynovo and Silver Lake Resources. And making headlines today, Parenti Global revealed that the company's staff are safe and its operations are continuing as usual in Burkina Faso, where the president has been deposed by the army in an apparent coup, according to Global Reports on Monday. The mining services company's stock traded lower by 10%. And then in other news, Adelaide-based Beach Energy said its quarterly production in the final 3 months of 2021 fell 7%. However, the company posted larger than expected revenue as it profited from higher global energy prices. And today, its shares plummeted by over 7%. Meanwhile, Fortescue Metals Group has released its December 2021 quarterly production report. The iron ore behemoth is on track to beat its iron ore export target, but revenues have been hit by worsening price penalties. Fortescue received just 68% of the benchmark price for over 62% of iron ore content over the past 3 months. And moving on, Codan's first half sales rose 32% to $257 million, while net profit was up as well, 21%. It's expected to be around the $50 million mark. The company's results will be out on the 17th of February, including the outlook for the second half. But for now, the company has said that the acquisitions of DTC and Zetron have exceeded their first half profit expectations. Now, before we have a look at some other trending updates, it's time for a short break. Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
Where the property market is headed next.
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
With Kalkine TV. Hello and welcome back to the last trade here on Kalkine TV. It's time now for a look at the global market performance. Starting with the East, the Asian stock markets traded mostly lower today, with Hong Kong, South Korea, Indonesia and Taiwan slipping between 1 and 1.9% each. All this as New Zealand, Malaysia and Singapore were lower as well, between 2.2 and 0.8%. Meanwhile, China relatively flat with a negative bias. Then to the US, where positive cues were noticed from the Wall Street overnight after an initial sell-off. The traders are selling off stocks amid fears of inflation and policy tightening by the US Federal Reserve. And then on top of that, Omicron is also denting market sentiment, with strict restrictions in place in some countries. The US Fed is scheduled to begin a two-day meeting later today with the latest monetary policy decisions due out tomorrow afternoon. And then in the crypto world, the overall crypto market stabilized after the broad market correction downward in the past week. Bitcoin is currently hovering around $36,400 and is slightly up compared to yesterday. Although Ether is down slightly, trading at about $2,400. Most of the major altcoins were in the red, and then a meme coin emerged. TrumpCoin has caught the attention of members of the Trump family. In fact, Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, tweeted that TrumpCoin has nothing to do with their family and is not authorized, and legal action will be taken. So there is quite a threat looming. But the altcoin is certainly not the only one playing with fire when it comes to copyright laws. So let's see how it pans out. Well, that is a wrap for now on the last trade, but tune in next time, as always, only on Kalkine TV. I'm Holly Shields for Kalkine TV.